Hey everybody, a bit of a different kind of video today. I was hoping to have two friends over both days this weekend do some filming, but unfortunately due to personal reasons like illness and other things, they weren't able to maintain the schedule. So I kind of figured, well, I did make a promise to have something loaded up by the end of this month. And so I thought, well, might as well do a video by myself. Not really what I want to do going forward, obviously. I'm a pretty boring kind of person, I think. I don't know. But more importantly, I just wanted to get something out there just to kind of keep the channel going, keep the momentum going. And so with any luck, this will be the start of something, I wouldn't say massive or big. I just want to kind of do this as a bit of fun. So my current location, I'm currently sitting at my workplace and I'm just watching some of my colleagues take off to go do some work. This is an underground car park with very limited access. So luckily I have after hours access to this particular car park. So it's a pretty cool place to do some filming by myself. I'm not sure if they're going to see me. They might think, what the hell is he doing here? But I had to go to the shops anyway. So I'm not going to give where I work. I'm not going to give that location away, but yeah, it's near a shopping centre. Anyway, more importantly, let's quickly talk about just me, I guess, very, very briefly. So I've grown up playing video games. I'm 42. I've been playing video games since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. Very young, basically. I remember my first console was a Sega Mega Drive or a Genesis, for those of you who may be watching from overseas, outside of Australia. So I love my Mega Drive. The only problem with the Mega Drive is that I had it for Christmas and it came with two games. It came with Sonic the Hedgehog and Chuck Rock. They're great games. I love them. But the problem was I opened up the box on Christmas Day, and the shop that sold me the console with the two games, for security purposes, they took the games out. Didn't have any games. And so this is back in the day when, back in at least in Adelaide, I don't know what it's like where you guys are, but Christmas, used to have it felt like an eternity. The shops were closed for. I remember, so obviously Christmas Day they're closed, Boxing Day they're closed, or Proclamation Day they call it here in SA, just to be stupid and different, because the state was proclaimed that day, but no one gives a shit. It's still Boxing Day. I still call it Boxing Day, even though I'm a loyal South Australian. And I swear, like that year, it was like the weekend as well, or something happened, so I had to wait like I think 4 days before Mum could go back to the shop and say, hey, I bought this console for my kid. He doesn't matter to play it, but that's all good. Once I got going, it was so much fun. It was excellent. I love Sonic the Hedgehog, and I still have a Super Nintendo. I grew up playing Nintendo, Sega, PS1, N64, and even to this day, I'm still playing games when I can find the time to do so. I've got a PS5. I still play like Gran Turismo and a few other exclusives for the PlayStation. But it's more about just finding time to do that. Like, when you're working full time, you've got two kids as well. It's not really the best thing for me to be playing video games when I'm meant to be parenting as well. And then the other flip side to that is when you've done everything you have to do from a parenting perspective. You need to spend time with your wife, and then you can't just stay up till all hours of the day, or hours of the night, I should say, playing video games, and then have to go to work the next morning and try and be a responsible member of your team. So, yeah, I mean, to put it bluntly, as I've already mentioned, I like playing video games. I don't like all games. Games are they're like music. They're like movies. Everyone's got their own taste. And, what I love, someone will absolutely despise. And likewise, what other people love, I don't like, or I just have no time for. And that's the beauty. That's the beauty about games and about music and about any form of art. You don't. It's all subjective. You can like whatever you want. So anyway, I think what we'll do today, I'll keep this very brief because I have been wanting to reduce the time of the videos. I think I'll cap it to about maybe 10 and 15 minutes. I don't want to bore the crap out of people. So what I'll do, I've got the game stick loaded up in the car. what I'll do is I think I might load up Sonic the Hedgehog, but not Sonic 1. I think I'll load up Sonic the Hedgehog. It was actually number 4 in the series, and that's called Sonic and Knuckles, and that was a great game. I absolutely loved that game. So much fun. And I was proud of myself because I managed to clock it. So that was a big achievement for me back in the day as a kid, because I acknowledge I'm not like a hardcore gamer. I did find sometimes some platforming games to be just brutally hard. So for me to clock Sonic and Knuckles, that was massive for me. I still have very fond memories of that game. So what I'll do, I'll get it fired up. I've got a bit of a new system here to actually show some better gameplay footage of me playing the game. And yeah, we'll see how we go, guys. Stay tuned. I'll be back in a minute. Guys, here we go. Sonic and Knuckles. Let's do it. Now, I do actually like Knuckles. He's pretty cool. But I had more luck with Sonic from memory, because Sonic's got these pretty cool moves. You can do this kind of shit. You can jump and then slash. And that was something they brought in, I think, from Sonic 3, I think. So I haven't played this game for ages, so I'm a bit rusty, so bear with me. I'll probably die in a minute. But yeah, it's a good game. It's super fast. But yeah, this game, I just thought it was such a great game at the time. It was a great platformer. Graphics were pretty good. Music was pretty funky, that typical Mega Drive style, like electro synth kind of funky music they had. And I do acknowledge that the Mega Drive didn't have as good a sound quality as the Super NES. But you know, for all the crap about like blast processing, there you go, fucked up already. For all that stuff about blast processing versus non-blast processing, it was all out of wank at the end of the day. I mean, the fact of the matter is, the Mega Drive was actually an earlier console. It was actually predating the Super NES. So that was just very, very good marketing. Oh, fuck that up. It's just very good marketing from Sega to try and argue that our console was superior because it has faster paced games. That's got nothing to do with the fact that the actual console itself wasn't actually a better console, you know, in terms of specs. But hey, marketing is a wonderful thing. It's a great tool, and you can market ice to Eskimos, as they say. Well, you sell ice to Eskimos, is the actual saying. And I guess Sega did. They were able to convince people that their console was, you know, more hardcore, like was more not fit for children. And the Super Nintendo with Mario and the like, it was a bit childish. So, I mean, good on them. You know, it worked. The marketing campaign worked. And, yeah. You know, they didn't win the console war. I'm very happy to admit that, as a Sega fanboy for a while. They didn't win the console war. You know, it was a pretty close race for a while, but I think Nintendo did win. They did sell more units over the Mega Drive or Genesis. But it's not to say that the Genesis didn't have good games. I mean, this is a great game. I loved playing Road Rash when I was a kid as well. I've got that here on the emulator. But yeah, there's a lot of really exclusive titles that Mega Drive or Genesis had that Nintendo didn't have. And even Mortal Kombat. That's a great example too. Mortal Kombat for the Mega Drive was actually more violent. Oh, I forgot you can't do that. Put stuff up by me there. So I told you I was rusty. There you go. That was pretty easy. But yeah, it's one of those things where I think the Mega Drive was a great console. And then what killed Mega Drive, in my humble opinion, I'm sure many other Sega fanatics will agree, what killed the Mega Drive was the fact that they just kept adding all this bloody crap to the console. You know, they kept adding all this absolute shite to it. Like they added the 32X and the Sega CD, and it was just such a really bad hodgepodge. Here's Knuckles. It was a really bad idea from Sega. Like they were trying to extend the life of the Mega Drive, and it just didn't work. I mean, the console itself was kind of on its last legs, and You know, I think they kind of did the Mega Drive dirty in that regard. Like, they really fucked that up. I'm just gonna be honest. I mean, yeah, and it kind of put them on the back foot in a way. And then of course you had the Sega Saturn, which that was their first 32-bit console. And look, I'm gonna go out and say it. The Saturn was a bloody good console. It wasn't a bad console. It really wasn't a bad console. It had some really good games, but it was the price that totally killed them. And then of course Sony, being Sony, they were very smart, and they just basically watched what they did. Well, Sega, I mean, and they totally undercut them. They figured out, hey, these guys are charging a lot of money for their console. Yes, when you guys in town for their PlayStation, but I think we can actually we can undercut them and do it well, and they did. They did very well, and you know, PlayStation, the rest is history. Yeah, it's fascinating. See if I can do this without fucking up. Oh, that's alright. There's some more blue spheres. Here we go. Oh, hang on. Oh shit. Oh, fuck that up. Really stuff this up now. Oh yeah. Oh shit, I jumped over it. Holy shit. How'd I do that? Ooly dooly. Where's some other blue ones? Here we go. Nah, not good enough. Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on now. Oh man, I'm getting too old for this shit. So I sound like Danny Glover from fucking Lethal Weapon. I'm getting too old for this shit, man. Ah, it's like fucking. Can you imagine being drunk playing this now? The blast processing is killing me. Ah, shit, I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Here we go. Ah, you see? You're getting old. It's like that famous line, I love that movie Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger. You're getting old, John, you're getting old. I'm getting fucking old, folks. I'll tell you what, I would have smashed that back in the day, but not anymore. You're getting bloody old, mate. Anyway, that's Sonic and Knuckles. I think what I'll do is I'll give this one a bit of a miss for now, because I'm clearly sucking a lot of ass here, which is very disappointing for me. I'll try one more special stage, or bonus stage. Oh yes, this is pretty full on. Let's see if I can do it. Oh, nah. Yes, you suck. We'll cut out this one. We'll give something else a try. Now here's another exclusive, well, for a while it was anyway, I should say, a Mega Drive title. This is called Road Rash. This is a fantastic game. I had all three of these games on the Mega Drive. I thought I'd load up Road Rash 2. Road Rash 1 was great, but Road Rash 2 is pretty sweet. Road Rash 3, I thought they kind of, I don't know, they tried to squeeze too many new graphics, and it just didn't really work for me. Let's accelerate, there we go. The whole purpose of this game, you're basically a motorbike rider, and you just beat up people. Trying to win. Oh. I think the controls got stuck. Bash up these good, you fucking jerks. What's the acceleration button? There we go. Now I'm flying, here we go. Ooh. So this is classic for me. This is just vintage Mega Drive. You know, just the music, the kind of the, I guess if you will, the more violent type of game versus what you could get with Nintendo's offering at the time. Look, Nintendo, hands down, they're awesome. I've got every Nintendo console still, except for the Wii U. I never bought a Wii U. But, yeah, it's just, you couldn't do this on a Super Nintendo, you know? Riding a motorbike and getting hit by a car and bashing up other riders. And it was a cool game. It was a cool premise. The premise was cool. So the whole point of this game, it's like a point-to-point race. You can get chains, you can get whips, and you basically try and win, and you beat up the other riders to do so. So I'm coming in a very, very low position at the moment. And this is another game as a kid I would absolutely thrash. And I got quite good at it too. And like any old school kind of platform, not as a platform game I should say, but any kind of progression type game back in the early 90s, As you progress, fuck, this game got hard. Like it got brutally hard. But that's, I mean, I'm just getting caned here. But yeah, that's another fantastic game from the my golden era as a child. Probably a good thing I never learned to ride a motorbike, because I probably end up doing what this guy's doing, probably crashing and killing myself. That's pretty grim. Anyway, moving on. That's Road Rash. Now, this is one last game, I think, that, whether you love him or hate him, I think this is a classic. Absolute classic, this game. Now, what this game was, this was an arcade port. So this went from the arcades to the Mega Drive. Again, exclusive for Sega. Now, whether you love him or hate him, whatever, but check this out. I reckon this is pretty schmick. Look at this. Oh, hey, if that's not pretty sweet, I don't know what is, honestly. I guess that's a bit creepy. Saving children. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that today. Oh, gee, you got smoked. Yeah, it's interesting. Oh shit, this bitch is fucking hot. Hey, get out of here, you malaka, honestly. Come on, Michael, here we go. Now this is also interesting too. This, oof. Yeah, I think that's kind of aged quite poorly. Like that whole, the child kind of in that position with Michael with his, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, oh shit. It was a cool game, I liked it. It was just really weird. It was a very weird game, I will say that. It was odd. I mean, in the sense that you run around saving kids, and there's some kid I haven't found somewhere. I think you have to open these doors. Oh. The music's cool. I mean, I still like Michael Jackson's music. I know he's an interesting fellow. He's no longer with us. There's Michael. There we go. The hardest part was getting down the stairs. I found the stairs are always a problem. It's kind of, there we go. Yeah. So here we go. Now here comes Bubbles, and he tells you how to get to the boss. Oh, here we go. Here's this. You'll never catch me. That's what you reckon, bud. I'll show you, old mate. Oh shit. Go, Michael. You can do a special move. Is that this one? I forgot how to do it now because I haven't got the original Mega Drive controller, but there's a special move where it drains half your life and everyone starts dancing. Oh, Shamona. Yeah. Anyway, so yes, that's Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. One more game for today, folks, and I'll put you out of your misery. Have you listened to me? I loved this game as a kid. Growing up, I thought this is fantastic. Again, another Sega exclusive, and this is along the same lines of Final Fight for the Super Nintendo. This game I'm talking about is none other than Streets of Rage. Really cool game. Just a classic side-scrolling beat-em-up kind of game, and you know, they're fun. So much so, I even got my daughter into this as well. She likes playing Streets of Rage, Final Fight. She's only 5 years old, and she likes playing these games with Daddy. I've got another emulator on the big TV in the house with like 100,000 games. But yeah, I thrashed this game, and many a time I would have friends from primary school do a sleepover on the weekend, and like, you know, some of my best friends would come over, and we'd just play Streets of Rage, and we'd have a great time playing 2-player, you know, running through the campaign, winning, but clocking the game, I should say. It's just fun. Like, this is, for me, this is so nostalgic and so much fun. I mean, I know that some idiots will argue that this breeds violence, but I mean, if you can't teach your kids that this is not the right way to go about your business, just beating up hoodlums, you know. And I guess vigilante justice is always fun in theory, but leave the justice to the law enforcement agencies. But yeah, I mean, it's just fun. Like, it's just a fun game to play. You don't have to have too much thought about it. Just don't get hit. You know, you can grab a glass bottle and shank some guy with a broken glass bottle as you do. You know, it's almost very similar to what happens in Adelaide on Hindley Street. That's our kind of red light area, if you will, a party district in Adelaide. You know, go along there and pick up a piece of plumbing and just bash the shit out of some fuckhead. You know, it's kind of what happens anyway at Hindley Street on Saturday nights. So it's almost pretty true to life, I suppose. Yeah, this is an iconic game. I love playing this. And then for a special move, what you can do is you do this, and then these guys come along and they just launch some crazy bazooka into the crowd. And then this guy's panicking. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on. He's like, please save me from this big fireball. So yeah, it's just classic. Just some of the things you do. It's just funny. Like, yeah. You bash a phone booth, get an apple or what the hell that was, a cake or something. You know, why not? That's where I get all my cakes from. Phone booth cake or apple, or phone booth fruit. Yeah, it's just classic, you know, 16-bit era gaming. This similar to like Castlevania on Super Nintendo, when you break a wall and there'd be a roast chicken or some shit, or a roast ham in the wall. It's like, yes, that's where I put all my fucking Christmas hams. I stick them on the wall, you know. Fuck the fridge, just stick them on the wall, mate. It's the best place for them, really. In the crawl space. And again, just that classic Sega kind of, you know, beats, if you will. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a ham and a phone booth. Why not? She's about to use the whip on me. Sorry, love. I don't roll that way. Not as a bondage. You can keep your fucking whip. Have a bit of pole for your action. Oh, now this is when shit goes down. This music. I remember being so scared as a kid when I first heard this. Like, what is fucking going on here? This is the Aussie guy with his boomerang. Get him, Adam. Oh, he's trying to kick me. We hit each other. Get him. Oh, get that baseball bat. Oh, Adam's gonna fuck him up. Go. Got him. Got him, mate. Streets of Rage, folks. Streets of Rage. Classic. Absolute classic. I think they even made a remake a couple of years back, and I think I actually bought that for the Nintendo Switch, but never kind of really got around to opening it up. But anyway, yeah, Streets of Rage. Good soundtrack, good fun gameplay, heaps better to play, I have to say. Like games like this, Golden Axe. I don't know what else. Fatal Fury, but that's not Fatal Fury. I don't know what I'm talking about now, ignore me. But Streets of Rage, Golden Axe, a few other Knights of the Round, that's on Super Nintendo though. It's just classic 90s side-scrolling beat 'em up. Like, this is fun, just good bloody fun. But anyway, Streets of Rage, get onto it. There you go, guys. Thanks so much for stopping in. I know it was a bit of a different video, but like I said, I thought it was important to get something out on the channel today. Seeing how I made that promise to make a video before the end of the month, and I'm a man of my word. So yeah, thanks for stopping in. Really appreciate it, and I look forward to uploading some new videos soon with some new guests. I've got a few sponsors already, which is fantastic. And yeah, look, if you want to come on the channel, you know, if you're local in Adelaide, you know, if you're not a complete weirdo, drop me a line. You have to be more weird than me, I suppose. But yeah, look, I look forward to getting more content out there. This is all just in fun, so I don't take myself too seriously, quite clearly. Yeah, thanks again. See you later.